Look out for the bad. Because you've never flagged anything that is good. We always flag what is not working in this country. And there are things that are working, really.
But you have the mandate to do us all these services. The social services must be brought to us by the government that we elected and the government that we believe in, because it's now in charge of this country. So why should we thank you for doing what you're supposed to do? You're actually doing your mandate. Why should we give you thanks for doing what you're supposed to do? Edgar, you are a host here at Digital. You have called me, I have kept time, I am here for the show. Should I thank you thank you for coming here and hosting the show? Because you're meant to do that. You understand? If you are a driver, if you are a teacher in a primary school, you are paid to teach at a primary school. I come, Kato, I find you at the school teaching. Should I thank you for teaching? Because that's your duty, that's your job. You get my point? Yes. So it's a mandate of the government to deliver these social services as to the people. Because it's responsibility. You understand? It's their duty to deliver. Why should we thank them for building a good road? The road that is actually built and constructed on our taxes that we pay. Hard-earned money, pay it.
And inflated at that.
Why should we thank it for actually putting maybe road signs on the road? That they have planted old flowers that are even dry. Should we thank them for that? Isn't it their mandate to beautify the city? After all, we are looking at a clean city 2025. It's just next year.
Exactly.
You understand? Why should we thank it for doing what it is supposed to be doing? It's fulfilling its mandate. They have brought a number of slogans and campaign themes. This is securing our future. So when you are securing our future, why should we thank you that you are securing our future? Why?
Okay, should we thank the opposition? Are they doing something at least?
No, why do you thank them? It's because it's their mandate.
No,
Most of these opposition leaders are also part of the government. Some of them are councillors, some of them are MPs.
The opposition has stood their ground. They have advocated for people who have been lost. There's new leadership in parliament as we speak. They are doing these activities that are bringing in change. We should thank the opposition. Retired Colonel Dr. Kizza Besigye and Bobi Wine.
Of course, people who don't have leadership positions in the government should be thanked because it's not their mandate to advocate and demand for some things to be done, social services to be delivered. But the people who are being paid by our taxes, taxpayers' money, and we thank the leader of opposition that he has come up to claim for the release of political prisoners. What else should they have
be doing?
What else? Because he's earning a lot of money. Do you know how much is spent on the leader of opposition on a daily basis?
His
office
is what, 15 billion?
Do you know
I think 12 billion around.
The budget he holds as a leader of opposition. So
12 billion.
Should we thank him that he has come up? Actually, we should be blaming him for failing us as Ugandans. Using that budget, it should have created an impact on me and you, Edgar, and even the local person down there. At least in advocating for social services to be delivered closer to the people, and not simply delivering them, but they should be of good quality and serve the purpose that it is meant to serve. We shouldn't thank them for doing what they are supposed to do. So if they have not done that, what do we expect from them? To go there and make noise? Is it their mandate? So when they go on the floor of parliament and they introduce a bill, should we thank them? What's their role?
That's their role.
What's their duty? The problem is that most Ugandans don't want to hear this. And some of them may be angry because I've said it. But don't thank somebody who has done what they are supposed to do. Don't.
No, because we have a mindset that they are helping us.
No,
that's why you always have that thing of
when I am paying you, after paying my taxes, that's why you get your salary. Haven't you seen them cry here that their salaries have delayed? Where do they get the salary from? From my tax, from your tax, from her tax. So, if they can cry that their salaries have delayed, why should we thank them that they have delivered what we are supposed to receive from them? Because that's why we are paying them for.
Okay.
If there is no pay, it means they have nothing to do to offer to us. Yeah. Instead, we should be demanding for more because I feel that at some point they haven't reached a level of delivering what they are supposed to do according to their mandate. That's a fact.
Okay, I get you. Those are words of Counsel Kato Tumusiime. Very, very candid words that you may think. How do you create a mindset change? Because there's a problem of the mind in this country. First, in the leaders themselves, who think that they're helping Ugandans. By, for example, the Parish Development Medal. We're giving you $1 million each. We are helping you. And then even the recipients, the taxpayers, the wananchi, you also believe they are helping us. How do you create a mindset change? You've hinted about these things. First of all, stop thanking, and this is their duty.
Demand.
But how do we actually create a mindset change that is going to change the politics of this country?
You start wondering when you see a country that is going to host about, I think there are about 4. Because we had the one for speakers, and we had NAM, we had IGAD,
and G77.
then had G77 plus China. But you start wondering to see a country that did not know yesterday that they had this kind of meetings, 4 of them, with big numbers, with big dignitaries. And the country issues a statement in the newspaper, the national newspaper, that it has to make a training of its ministers on how they have to behave. In such kind of conferences, surely you start wondering on such kind of a country, and at some point maybe it did not shock me because we have a cabinet of fishermen and women. You understand? Now what do you expect from that? Secondly, I believe the issue of mindset change should be something that starts from your family itself.
Exactly.
Because the way you would raise your kids, you will determine how they will live with the rest of the people they meet around. Because we all come from different families. We were all brought on different setups from our family.
Yes.
But the way you start understanding the behavior of a person, in fact, I don't judge people for their behavior before I can actually see their homes and how they were brought up.
That's not fair.
Yes, yes.
No, some people adopt behaviors that are not from their homes, by the way.
Let me tell you.
Yes, that's why I said I cannot blame you, I cannot judge you for your behavior before I can understand
that has been sold
where
in you
grew
at
up
1
from.
year. It's very difficult for you to run away from that seed. So that means it's who you are. It's who you are. That's whoever fanane one. Charity begins at home.
You get. So the issue of mindset change, if we don't have families that have built themselves on creating a positive mind in their children, then we shall have a country that is full wasted. Because we shall not have people that have clear understanding of how they should treat things differently. Because this is not in their DNA. They were not brought with such kind of behavior. And they have entirely no idea about what's happening in such kind of lives. You get? So
this corruption problem is a systematic problem also.
it's systematically generated because you live a country where we have what should I call it, a corporation like the IGG, an entity, full entity that is meant to actually keep the government in check about corruption scandals, embezzlement, and talk about them. But where an entity comes up and pinpoints maybe Edgar is involved in a scandal of corruption. This is how much we believe Edgar has
taken
misused. And the president comes and says, the president was the fountain of honor, the commander-in-chief. There's so many names that you can tell, that you can call him. He comes and tells you, please, IGG.
Leave my people.
Pole.
They will
These are my people. At least they steal and invest here.
They will take it away.
So when you hear such kind of a statement, Edgar, and maybe you have access to about
Don't touch the army. Don't touch the army. That's what
and you have access to a certain amount of money, what will you do to that?